we call the Small Business Spotlight. This is when we have a representative from a business in the Fox River Valley come in to talk about the things they do. And oh my goodness, the impassioned talk about the Mobile Marriott here during the break. Some stuff that can't be repeated on air because, man, who knew that the Mobile Marriott got that salty?
I'm telling you. So this is Terry. She works at Collier RV in Rockford. And that is, so as you know, I call it the Mobile Marriott out in the Four Seasons. So that's what everybody knows where I live. And I know some people are like, wait, you live in an RV? Yes, I do.
That's
and
right.
I love it.
I did the same thing. So when my husband and I full-time for 13 years. But when you first tell your family that you are going to be giving up your home and living in an RV, the first thing is like, what happened?
Right. What's wrong with you?
No, choice. We made a choice. So it's interesting. But since that time and even now, more and more people are deciding to free themselves a little bit.
Well, and I talked about this before. I think COVID had such a big part of that because people could work remotely and homeschool their children.
Exactly.
But they were like, I'm sure you were selling them out the door as fast as they were coming in during COVID.
All the years I've done this, I did this in Florida for 13. I've been at Collier's for over 18 years. Mind blown. No one ever saw this coming. But everybody, it was what was left to do. We could still go RVing.
Yes.
We could take our family, our friends, and we could still, keep
camp and socialize. And well, I mean, I've always kind of wanted to do it. And, last year I was like, I don't want a 30-year mortgage.
Exactly.
I want to, when I'm done working, I just want to go buy a truck.
Exactly.
Pull my RV and go wherever
Get
the
lost
heck
in America.
I want. Mm-hmm.
Get lost in America. It is a fun, and to your point about even that, I always tell people this may be the last vestige of civility, an RV park.
Yes.
Everybody is, hey, come on over, have a beer, sit with us. Or
we got a hot dog, like whatever.
Absolutely. And so you can still get that where I feel like maybe that's been lacking and why I think so many people have come to this lifestyle.
Yeah. And your kids, I think all kids need to experience, you can rent a camper, you can go to a place and rent a destination trailer and get your kids out and off the screens, teach them to build a fire, roast marshmallows.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you did it for 13 years. Did you do it all over or were you stationary?
Well, traveled for a few years and then moved to Florida where you can live in this stuff easily year round.
Yeah.
But, and then got into the business. It was sitting around like, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
I'm like, let's do what we do. These are our people, our RVers.
Yes.
And down there's a dealer on every stinking corner. So
yeah,
it was like, yeah. So I did like it. And, you meet the best people. I always say everybody doing this is cool or they wouldn't be doing this.
Exactly.
It's.
I love living in mine. And when I met you, I had looked online. It was the first one I saw that I loved. First, when I walked in, I went, this is it. But we walked around a bunch of others, and I kept going, nope.
Right back to it.
Nope, this is it. And the only time when I saw you, I think it was February.
It was.
For the RV show. There was one I fell in love with, and I was like, I think I could trade mine in. But then I couldn't find it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know whose dealership. I don't know what brand. Yeah. And I had a friend of mine who found one that he loved, and he's like, I can't find it either.
No. A couple of beers will do that to you, too.
And we were stunned like, well, looks like I'm staying in the Mobile
Where was I?
Yeah. Well, because they all start to look the same after
good
a while.
Heavens, yes.
So how did you get back out here? Let's talk about Collier. Collier in Rockford.
Yep.
Let me just tell you, not only Terry, but everyone there is incredible. I called 2 weeks ago to ask about a part I need for my RV, and Terry immediately sent over. Who's the service guy's name?
Drew.
Well,
he is the service manager there.
Yes.
And he's the best. When I met Drew, he was in detail. And that's what I love about the company. I mean, people start out
It's
as
a family
kids.
owned.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And these people grow. I mean, we've got mothers and daughters and brothers, and family is in this. And family, gets thrown a lot around on people advertising we're a family-owned business, but
No, they really are.
it truly is. And even the people that weren't like
look
blood.
at sale price, $11,995. Like RV living is it's not that expensive if you do it properly. Your site might be more, but if you do it properly. So when you started with Collier 18 years ago, that's crazy. Yeah. I didn't realize you were there that long.
Yeah, I've been there that long.
Girl, you know your Smurf.
Well, a little bit. I mean, it's funny, and you meet the same people. I mean, people do buy RVs more than one.
Yeah.
So statistically, they'll probably go through a few as your life changes.
Yeah.
Kids grow up, the grandkids don't come.
Right, get rid of the bunkhouse in the back.
Bingo.
You want more living space.
Bingo. So it's funny. So I feel like I know all these people that I've known. I always say this is as much a service business as it is a sales business.
Amen, sister.
And so
Amen.
if you don't have service and service writers and people taking care of the customer after the sale, because it just is what it is. These are, is the old thing, there are earthquakes running down the road. I mean, and things bounce around. And so you need to have service care for you. And I think our dealership, the whole general feeling there is about a customer.
It is.
Making them happy.
1,000%. I walked in the door, and even though I was coming to see you specifically, everyone there took interest. It wasn't just, oh, she's Terry's customer. We're not gonna, we're not gonna poach on. It was nothing like that. If we had questions, if you had a question that was like, wait, let me double check that answer.
Absolutely.
Like people were coming over going, oh yeah, he knows about this. He knows, she knows. Like it still is a great experience. I've had mine for over a year now. And a couple times I've had to call. I know, right?
I'm mind blown.
And a couple times I've needed service, and you guys are on it, and that's huge.
Well, I love that. That's the testimony, right?
Yes. Well,
again,
you are amazing, though. You know your stuff. When I say that, you know your stuff.
And I do want to say, too, I've been there 18, but I have both of my sales managers are both named John, if you want to get confusing there. But they've been there 19. The other John's been there over 30 years.
So that's testimony alone.
Well, that you would stay. No revolving door. And a lot of times, even in sales, you need to know when you're coming back there that somebody is there that knows you.
Yes.
And so to have, even the rest of our sales staff has been there, I've been there the longest. I have that distinction right now.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep, because the other guy retired.
Oh.
But people have been, the people that are there, they've been there, 10, 12, 14 years. So
yeah.
It makes it nice. And I think wanting to care for each other and care for each other's customers.
So what right now, I know, like, I'm sure sales are down a little bit with the economy and people aren't really sure of what's going to happen.
True.
So vacations are kind of maybe a little bit on the wayside, but what did you see more sales? So I have a travel trailer, and for those of you who aren't sure what that is one that I hook up and pull. Not a fifth wheel. A fifth wheel is one that attaches to the top of the back of a pickup truck. Mm-hmm. So there's travel trailers, there's fifth wheels, and then there's the motorhomes are the ones you drive. What did you see a lot of, like maybe say the last year, what did you see the most sales in? Or
I feel like, personally, just even in the last couple of months, which seems like maybe it wouldn't be as much, but travel trailers have been selling a lot.
Yeah.
What you have.
Yeah. I love mine, girl.
But,
I can't say it enough.
A lot of these snowbirds, they're in either fifth wheels. Fifth wheels are the most living capacity. So full-timers, snowbirds, they're going to be, a lot of the snowbirds are in fifth wheels and or motorhomes that they travel around
Yeah, because they tend to have a little more space.
Well, and they're more, the motorhome is somebody kind of maybe going more places.
Yeah.
Where maybe we get a little more planted, so to speak.
Yeah. See, and I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. What did you have when you were
I had a fifth wheel.
So you had a fifth wheel.
I had a fifth wheel. But I would say this to you, as we went through our series of RVs, we were downsizing. And you get to the reality of this, the party's outside.
Absolutely.
How much house do you need when you're going to be outside most of the time? So, we kept downsizing a little bit.
Yeah. And that's what I fell in love with mine was when you walked in, you go to the right and there's the bedroom, and it's a good sized bedroom. I always joke around because if I ever come out of the mobile Marriott and it's rocking and I'm red faced and sweaty, it's because I have clean sheets on the bed.
Exactly.
But I do have room because I see some where the bed goes directly to the wall.
Hysterical.
So I have that. And then on the other side of mine, it's wide open. It's kind of farmhouse style. And I have an island, which is great because I thought, well, I need more space for living than the bedroom because you're only sleeping in there.
Counter space is huge.
Yes, and that's what people walk into mine. They're like, oh my God, you have so much counter space. It's crazy. But you're right. The party is outside.
Party is outside. I mean, you're going to get caught in there, even if, you're doing
Well, I'm full
more.
time. So
You're
winter,
full-time,
I'm inside in the winter.
But, these people that are doing it just through the, the season, they're mainly outside. But you get trapped in there periodically.
Oh, yeah.
too.
And there are hella parties at the place I stay at the bottom,
Absolutely.
the seasonals. So seasonals, for people that don't know that, they are there from, let's say, they turn on the water like in April and they shut it off in October. So you have all summer, your RV stays where it's at. It's planted, like you said, and you go every weekend or whatever. And there are some hella parties down there.
Oh,
Those
my God.
people are so much fun.
They are. Like I said, everybody that's doing it is cool.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, because you have to deal with other people. If you don't like people, you would
Yeah,
not
it's
be
not
an
for
RV.
you.
Yeah.
And
you
we
would not
had
be an
this
RV.
year we had a lot of pipeline guys and linemen come through, and for them, instead of renting a hotel room for 6 months, 8 months,
Oh, and
a
it's
year,
dicey,
yeah, they just get their own place, they park it, they pay for it, and it's their own peace of mind.
Yeah, people can have dogs, But I would say right now, probably a good time to shop, even though it seems off season for us. But we have a huge selection because our sales were down a little bit. So it's a good time to come shopping for an RV, even if you can't use it right now. But let's look at it this way. If you buy an RV in Illinois, at some point in the game, you're not using it 12 months a year. So
Yeah,
it's
not
either in
like
the
some of
beginning-
us crazy people.
Well, that's right. Yeah. and me.
Yeah. So now do you guys, so you offer somebody comes to Collier, they hook up with a salesperson, not hook up, but work with a salesperson. Terry's not that kind of girl. And so like go through the process. Like I know you offer financing. You help with financing.
sure
So
do.
explain kind of the process.
Yeah, and that's a really good question because financing is not what we're used to where people think about financing a car or whatever. When you're financing an RV, it's a mortgage. So this is a loan you would want to have. This is fixed and simple, and they take out 20 years. They're lending terms as far as amounts, but the max is over, it could be 20 years.
Yeah. I think I got mine for 7.
Oh, you took a short term.
I did took a short term.
But and I think you requested, but you could
Mm-hmm.
take it longer. It just depends on what your budget is or what you want to budget for it. But I would say it's a loan you want to have. It is a loan that's listen. If you get tired of making that or you have the cash, you pay it off. But borrowing the money, and this is like I said, a good loan to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is equivalent to a car payment.
Yeah.
Like I'm not paying a mortgage, trying to find an apartment for under like $2,000. And I just didn't want it.
Exactly.
I like the freedom. I go home in my little space. I don't have to worry about anything. I absolutely adore it.
Yeah, it's just a ton of fun lifestyle, and it really is exciting to see so many people with their families come in, and it's always one of those things when you're talking to adults that grew up doing it. When they talk about the best times of their life and their childhood, their eyes glaze over, and they start talking about going RVing with their family.
Yeah, and the kids' parties, and there's people who will put together big things for the kids.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Like just out of the blue, like, oh, we're gonna do this weekend. Well, the kids are gonna da da da, and they do it up
I
right.
always say this too. The safest place is a campground for your kids. It just is. Everybody there is us.
Yeah,
And I always say that guy doesn't go camping.
yeah. No, they
It's-
watch out for the kid.
Oh.
Like you can let your kids go,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
they're gonna have a good time. Elliot, have you ever gone camping?
Yes, no. I remember as a kid we used to go. We used to have a what do you call it? The
Like a pop up or the one you
pop-up.
drive?
Yeah, the one you drag it behind and then it popped up in the middle.
Yeah, canvas.
pop up.
Yeah, the
Yep.
canvas one of those. We had one of those as a kid.
And even those have gotten crazy fancy.
Oh, they have. But everybody starts there. That's the starting. I know I did. First
Yeah.
thing, you get other than the tent camping. But then your first thing with wheels underneath it is a pop-up.
I remember we'd go camping and I'd always see like the other families that would have the really nice mobile home one. And I'd be sitting out there, with my siblings and then some kid from the mobile home would come out. It was like a Saturday morning. They had a television and everything in there. Yeah, we just watched this episode of. I go,
Cartoons.
you're watching TV? My parents took us away from all of that. You took it with you.
Yeah, they're doing their laundry in there
Yeah.
and everything else. Yeah, it is. There's a food chain, I would say, that pop up, and then we move through the cycle of things. And it used to be the end of the rainbow was, one of these big diesel pushers, but that seems to have gone away. It's funny how this business evolves, and it has evolved quite a bit over even the years I've been doing it.
Well, I can tell you there's a lot of women in there designing. Because
Absolutely.
you look at the storage solutions, because back in the day, you had storage, but like I have so much storage, I have empty cabinets,
Good for you.
because I don't need I go shopping, I'm like, oh, that's really cute, but where am I going to put it? But when I looked at mine, the first thing I thought was, man, there's women. They've got women in there designing things and using every nook and cranny the smart way, because you do have to live minimally. And I love it.
That's spot on. I tell everybody, you got to become a minimalist. And here's the reality of it. We live in a mindset where you have to have 15 saucepans and 12 bath towels, and we just don't need all that.
I have 4 bath towels.
It's very freeing what you did.
I have 4.
I always talk about that. You free yourself from the responsibility of things.
From the junk.
The junk.
Yeah, the things that, if you go in your closet, how many things do you have in your closet that you haven't worn? In a year, it sits there, or your cabinets.
I wanted to start a business of us, just a bunch of chicks getting together, bringing all the clothes in your closet that have tags on them and a bottle of wine, and let's start sharing our clothes.
That's a great idea.
Absolutely.
I have a friend who turns all of her hangers at the beginning of the year backwards, and at the end of the year,
smart.
anything that isn't turned forward, get rid of.
That's really smart.
Yeah, I have like 6 glasses. I have 1 little set of pots. I have stuff in the pantry. I don't need a lot.
No.
I have 4 bath towels. 4. I have 2 gray ones for the winter and 2 teal ones for the summer.
Nobody needs it.
No.
but we think we got bought into the idea that the more you have, the more you
keeping up with the Jones. I don't know who these Joneses are, but I really don't want to keep up with them.
No, I don't know them either.
No, because I got to pay for all that stuff.
Exactly.
Decoration, all that nonsense. Sure. It's fun, but you don't need it.
Yep.
What is your favorite part? Like when you sell somebody an RV, like when they come in and they're all wide-eyed and this is what I want to do. Like, what is your favorite part about that?
I vicariously am so excited because I know that the adventure that's in front of them.
Yeah.
And, listen, this is a big deal what you did, Sue. Honestly.
Thank you.
Big deal to do this and make a commitment to a lifestyle that, is kind of an unknown, really, for you. But so I really do love that part of it. And the first time they pull it, their eyes are this big, and I relax. It's going to be okay. If it, everybody's doing it. It's not that hard to pull it or back it in or drive it. But those first 100 miles is it's a thing.
Well, when they delivered it for me, because I don't have a truck yet till I'm ready. They delivered, and I was like in the park, like just freaking out. I was like a kid at Christmas, and then other people were coming out of their RVs, like, oh, what'd you get? All of a sudden, everybody's like, what kind of unit did you get? What you got? How many slides? How many feet? And we're talking, all of a sudden, everybody became, oh, where'd you get it? This place is so cool. And
helpful and wanting to help you in this, this next step of your life. And I think that's another part of it. Like I said, it's civilized.
Well, and I'll tell you, if you are interested in an RV or even going to look, read your reviews.
Yeah.
Read your reviews, because not every place has the type of service, atmosphere, help, people that work there. And I'm just saying that because before I worked with some of the other local ones, I'm not bashing anybody. Sure. I read the reviews and I was like, And then I heard about Collier from Jenny, your daughter. Yeah. And I was like, I didn't even know they existed. They're in Rockford. It's not that far. And I read your reviews, and I am telling you, it was amazing.
That is so huge, when people do that. And, because it just helps the next guy do it. And to your point about other dealerships, and a lot of them, like we talked about, being a family-owned business, somebody's got their, finger on the pulse here. Where bigger dealerships that are national dealerships with 50 stores and whatever, sometimes you can't know how to treat everybody in a manual.
Yes.
We're individuals that things change for each one has to be looked at like that.
Oh, and you guys, your personal touch, like everything.
Good.
And when I saw y'all at the RV show in February, it's like family. Oh my
Totally.
God, how are you? How you been? Like, and I even went through some of the new ones, and I was like, ooh. But I love mine. I can't say it
Right.
enough times. I fell in love with it the minute I saw it, and people are like, still liking it out there. You're ready for the winter. I'll tell you, winter's not always for the faint of heart.
No.
You have to be prepared. A couple times my water froze. I knew that could happen.
That's right.
Because they're just not built for 25 below, but neither am I.
I spent a winter. I get it. I
Oh,
always
yeah.
tell people, we're good, sturdy people here.
We are
Okay?
Midwesterners.
We got this.
I just ran down to my friend's house and I called and said, hey, I probably from January to March, I probably showered at my friend's house like 8 times. Now there is a shower at the place I stay, but I'm like, I'm just going to go there, and I'm there 20 minutes, half hour, go home. But it's not for the faint of heart. You do have to be prepared.
Right.
You have to learn the things about your RV. You have to learn noises or if things aren't working properly. Keep those owner's manuals close, as I said. And, but it can be such a great experience. Man, spring comes and I am just, my heart is so full. Fall right now, everything. It's like,
Beautiful.
Again, it's, December to February.
You got a few months here.
Yeah, it's kinda crappy, but
Let's
whatever.
not make a big deal. It's called January and February.
Yep.
I mean, it's done.
Yep. And it's well worth anyway. So if you're thinking about getting one, whether it be for a vacation or maybe changing a lifestyle or, or having a summer home, come see Terry at Collier.
Thank you.
Because this girl is stellar, knows her stuff.
Thank you.
Susie has many. I would take it to Go-Birds to fulfill a fire ring remote project. Everybody needs. We'll have a party at the Mobile Marriott.
Yes.
Out in the Four Seasons, and we'll drink wine and beer and have fires.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, literally. How many people share their food? Like you're cooking, and they're like,
Absolutely.
"I got an extra burger. Come on
That's
over."
right. That's
All
right.
Well, it was so good to see you and have you on.
Thank you.
I'm going to post the interview on Facebook. All the information for Collier will be there. Your name. I love you, girl.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
I love you so much.
Nice meeting you, Elliot.
Thank you.
Man behind the scenes.
He is. When I get my interviews going with people I know, it's like, sorry, Elliot.
That's fine.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Absolute pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, local community hour is next. Thanks for joining us this morning. Be kind.